Hello, friendos. Welcome to another review, and this one's very special. See, I am Hoist Lad. That is what I decided to name my channel. I abandoned Panda32 Fun for that. Because Hoist is a guy. I'm a guy. Hoist's face was told to me that it looked like the Doomslayer one time by my friend, and I stuck with it. Alright? So you'd figure, hey, he should have a figure of him, right? No. I don't know if you could tell, but I changed my profile picture, right? And it's because of this figure. Now, you might be thinking, oh, well, he got the Earthrise one. Duh. I mean, it's more accurate to the source material. It's more readily available now because they just reissued it. But no, I got the Generations one. So this figure, it's a very nice figure. I like it. Then again, I'm Hoist Guy, and this is my mascot. This is gonna be my mascot for the end of my channel. Even if I get the Earthrise one, even if I get the Masterpiece one. This guy. This boyo. This is my guy. This is my lad. This is my Hoist. You didn't see anything. This is my Hoist. That being said, it is a 12-year-old figure. It's not modern. And I got it used and incomplete. So what I do is I gave him a Lego cup. You use Technic pin, ignore the cut line. Oh my gosh, focus. Ignore the cutting lines if you don't want to see that. But yeah, I feel like he doesn't need a gun, he just needs he's a casual guy. Now if you have this figure, you know that the head on mine is painted. It's very painted. I painted it black, painted the mouthpiece because it needed a touch up, and I painted the eyes blue. It looks so much better than the yellow guys. The light piping is not amazing. I painted the kneecaps. I don't know if they were before, but they needed a touch up, so I did that. Went over it with some clear gloss, and that, well, I touched up the grill. It's not noticeable. I also touched this up because it was $10 in a bag, and I don't have the tow truck cable thingy, which turns into his gun, which is very, very sad. Let's get him in a sad pose. Oh yeah, there we go. He's sad Hoist. Get your coffee. Yeah. It's imperfect, that's for sure. The legs have stayed tight these 12 years. Very, this wheel likes to pop off. And the waist is still tight. You didn't know this was an articulation segment, did you? The arms came very loose. I touched them up with some glue, but this one, it was worse than this, let's be honest. It would squeak when I would do that. Like, it's still not very solid. It doesn't like to hold, but that's what happens when you get 12-year-old ball joints, I guess. Although these are on ball joints, so I don't understand really. You get that. These shoulders don't always love to tab in. Focus. Yeah, they don't always love to tab into the windshield. It depends. I try to squeeze this as much as I can, because I feel like when I see these tabbed in, these are pushed in more times than they aren't. But sometimes they're completely pushed in, and it's like, no, screw you, and stuff. Maybe. There you go. I don't know whether this should be up or down. It kind of depends for me sometimes. Focus. It depends. I don't know if I like this better or if I like this better. Articulation. We're gonna go above the. Well, actually, he's got a toe bend, you guys, and a knee bend, and toe goes down, but that's not really helpful. I was gonna stop motion him out, but he doesn't balance very well. Yeah, he's got a 90 at the knee, at the elbow. Sorry, he goes out that far, goes around. He's got that rotation, bicep rotation. Dang it, that was close. And yeah. Also, he has 5mm holes on him, like in a bunch of different places. So, along with his morning coffee, you can have him equipped with an Earth Spark Null Ray, 2 5 below knockoff machine guns, Reactivate Prime's Ion Blaster, SS-86 Grimlock's gun, Origin's Bumblebee's back, SS-86 Megatron's fusion cannon, not these Gundam pieces, and Gamer Edition Ironhide's shotgun. Truly a casual boyo. And as we shed him of his armaments, we can now go into a size comparison of the 3 figures that I have around me, cause why not? Origin's Bumblebee without his backpack. Origin's Bumblebee with his backpack upside down. Titan's Return Astro Train, without the box falling over, Titan's Return Astro Train. And if we get rid of Bumblebee, Legacy Blitzwing. So he's not super tall, but he's got a lot of personality. Truly, the boyest of boys. So we've gone over what I've done, and we've gone over his articulation. I think the only thing there is to mention is that this green is not the green that it is. It's more like Bulkhead. Or, I guess his colors are like the Beast Hunter's Bulkhead. Or is that Roadbuster? I don't know. Anyway, transformation. You know, we might as well. Sorry, man. You don't need your mug for transformation. It's a fairly simple transformation. It gets a little bit fiddly with the arms. Although, I think if you watched the old versus new that JCC did, then they both the Earthrise and the Generations kind of have that in common. Yeah, the green is not showing up amazingly on the camera. It's trying so hard to be deeper, it's trying so hard to be deeper. It's really not. I'm doing an amazing job of showing you guys this transformation. A truly spectacular transformation on my part. Like, the arms are just so tight. And there's not a locking place, so it really could go and spin forever and ever. Yeah, so, and then you tab those in. I wish there was a stopping point for where the arms were, because that would make it a whole lot easier. Also, I wish they weren't so tight, because I gotta put a lot of force into rotating those arm bits. But anyway, it's a nice truck. It's supposed to have, like, the pickup truck thingy. Not pickup truck, the tow truck thingy. cable, I think. I don't know. But it doesn't have that, which is sad. So sad. By the way, I'm gonna paint these. I'm gonna paint them, the hydraulics. I'm gonna paint those silver. Call me the lazy eyebrow. I'm not. We lost an amazing YouTuber at the beginning of this year. Darn. He didn't even die. Yeah. Oh. And, you know, if we're gonna reference Transformers YouTubers, might as well get that toy guy out of the way. He can poof. This is like the best poof in my collection. This may or may not be better than the War Poof. Maybe. I don't know. No idea. Okay, so thoughts on this figure. Should you get it over the Earthrise? Eh. I mean, if you really, really, really like Hoist, like I do, then sure, go for it. But, I mean, the transformation is simple, but it's also fiddly, especially in the arms. You really gotta, like, put a lot of force into that. And then don't get me started on the squeezing of the, like, that's a lot of force. You know, and with the shoulders not always wanting to tap in, and the chest is a little bit confusing when you don't understand it. I think I've seen cracks on my figure, so it might have some cracking issues, or stress issues, I don't know. Where's his cup? Where's his cup? There's his cup. Oh, his head fell off. Oh. Where did his head go? I ran all the way to my room for that gag. Oh yeah. The style is nice. I like the style. This is what I think of when I think of Hoist, because this is what is in my collection. But it's not G1, and it may not fit with your collection. It depends on if what you like in your collection is like having the character, or if it's like or if it's just G1 or one aesthetic or no aesthetic, you know. My collection doesn't really have an aesthetic. It's just the character. He can't sip his coffee. My bad. The Earthrise is probably better. It has wrist swivels. This guy only has Narcissa wrists. And it has a face reveal. And it has, you know, it has better knees, and it has an ankle tilt, unless you count that. But I mean, this has a toe bend, but like it doesn't balance super well. So like you get him into. See, he fell down, you guys. Dang it, the one time. Yeah, he doesn't have the most clear center of balance, is what I was getting at right there. Also, you have to paint the head if you want it to look good. I don't like the toy head. It just, like, it kind of ate up the detail for me. Also, the light piping was not good. It was also aged, so, yeah. Honestly, with the Earthrise being available, go for that. I'm keeping this guy. He's gonna be the channel mascot from now on, you guys. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this very special review, this monumental, video in my channel's history. And I will see you next time, my friendos. Bye. Das Enden.